There are 3 stages of game development. In the pre-production stage, which defines what the game is about, this stage includes a planning process and may consist of a small team, which includes a producer, programmer, or concept artist. In this stage, a game design document, which is based on the information gathered from pre-production, is created. This document is essentially the game's North Star. This document includes things like the idea, concept, genre, story and characters, game mechanics, gameplay, level and world design, art or sketches, and monetization strategy. The game design document is continuously updated and refined throughout production. And finally, this stage includes a prototype, which is a raw test that evaluates gameplay, functionality, mechanics, user experience, and art direction. Prototyping happens in the pre-production stage to see if the game idea is worth pursuing. Unfortunately, many ideas may not make it past this stage. In the second stage of game development, the production stage is essentially the longest stage of the pipeline and it requires all hands on deck. Production can take anywhere from 1 to 4 years, during which the time the game truly begins to take shape. What this means is that the story is refined. Assets such as characters, creatures, props, and environments are created, the rules of play are set, levels and worlds are built, code is written, and much more. In the production stage, there are a range of milestones to hit throughout the game development process. So exactly what are these milestones? Well, first we have the prototype, which is the initial test of the game, and which happens in the pre-production stage as described in the beginning of the video. Secondly, we have the first playable, which gives a far better sense of the gameplay and appearance. Thirdly, we have the vertical slice, which is a fully playable sample that can be used to pitch your game to studios or investors. Next, we have the pre-alpha, which the majority of the game content is developed. Then we have what is called alpha, which the game is feature complete, meaning all the main features have been added and the game is now fully playable from start to finish. Do note that some elements may still need to be added. Next, in the production milestones, we have the beta, which all the content and assets are integrated. And finally, we have the Goldmaster, which the game is complete and ready to be sent to the publisher for public release. Not only do we have production milestones that need to be met during the production stage, but it's important to understand their key roles in game development. But do note, depending on the size and the type of studio, game development roles will vary. So what are those roles? Well, these are common roles you'll find in game development. Number 1, the project manager. The project manager role is to make sure the game development process runs smoothly, milestones are being met, risks are anticipated and mitigated, and to make sure members are carrying out their assigned tasks. Number 2, game developers and programmers. Game developers and programmers' roles is to help develop games by turning design concepts into code to help create fully playable games. The game design production pipeline department consists of creating compelling stories, characters, goals, rules, and challenges that drives interactions with other characters, users, or objects. Number 3, level designers. A video game level designer is responsible for creating engaging and fun levels. Their responsibility is to minimize confusion while maintaining the player's attention of progressing through the game and fulfilling their objectives and goals. Number 4, game artists. Game artists can include concept artists, animators, 3D modelers, and FX artists. Game artists' main responsibilities are to bring color, movement, and life to the game. Number 5, 3D modelers. 3D modelers are responsible for creating models of people, objects, props, weapons, and environments, and can be textured and animated as required. Acquiring and utilizing top-notch reference materials is essential for modelers, particularly when they are recreating actual artifacts such as the Eiffel Tower. Number 6, game animators. Game animators provide depth and realism by adding characters, objects, and settings with realistic movements. Storyboards and map out key animation scenes that align with the game's storyline will also be created by them. Usually, animators have to do a lot of research when working on an animal-based game, such as observing how animals behave and interact with others. Number 7, FX artists. FX artists, with the addition of breathtaking effects such as explosions, smoke, fire, and liquid simulations, and weather events such as rain, lightning, and blizzards. FX artists provide players with a more engaging and immersive experience. In addition to using programs like Maya or Houdini FX, game FX artists should have knowledge of game engines such as Unreal Engine 4 or Unity. Number 8, audio engineers, sound designers, and composers. Audio engineers, sound designers, and composers are sound experts that create realistic sound effects, record character voiceovers and dialogue, and produce mood-setting soundtracks with audio cues. For example, menu pause music, opening music, or marking a victory. Number 9, quality assurance and video game testers. Video game testers are essential in the game development process as they are responsible for testing games, looking for bugs, and ensuring the game runs as smoothly as possible. They use what is frequently called a bug sheet to submit errors to the development team. There may be additional roles, as larger studios may have the capacity to bring in additional experts such as quest designers, combat designers, writers and interpreters, and translators. The last part of the game development process is the post-production stage. Once production is complete and the game has shipped, the game development process continues, with some team members being responsible for continuing maintenance such as fixing bugs, creating patches, or creating bonus or downloadable content. Other members may go on to the next project or the sequel. This video concludes the 3 stages of the game development process. If you would like to learn more about the game development process or learn more about the game design process or game programming, please visit www.cgspectrum.com. And if you're interested in starting a chapter for your school, please visit www.nstem.org.